officers arrived at scene, they were able to safely evacuate the mother and father and daughter from the residence before the adult son, who was armed with the sword, came toward the officers with the sword pointed at the officers. At that point, the officers retreated outside the house. Containment was established around the house. Streets were blocked off. Unfortunately, officers were unable to evacuate a 98-year-old female from inside the residence. She is currently inside the residence. At this point, we are making efforts to evacuate her safely from the house. SWAT was contacted. They responded along with crisis negotiators who are on scene as we speak. There's been approximately 9 to 10 houses that were contacted. The residents at those houses were given the opportunity to evacuate. They all chose to shelter in place. At this point, we have no one in the neighborhood that has been evacuated. As you can see off to my right, there is a CAT bus responded to the scene at our request to provide anybody who decides if they want to evacuate, or residents coming into the area that can't get into their homes, a place to shelter out of the elements. That's about all the information that I have right now. Again, this call is still evolving as we speak. Our crisis negotiators and SWAT are working diligently to resolve this incident peacefully. There should be a further update from the PIO once the situation is resolved, but we're looking. Unfortunately, I don't have a time frame for you, but we're looking to resolve this peacefully as we always do.
Does the side of the street start getting white units?
That I don't know, and I'm not going to get into that because it's just too early to pull out.
But no one's been hurt, including the 98-year-old still in the house.
That's correct. There's been no injuries to this point. The officers were not injured, and there's been no injuries to any of the occupants inside the residence.
You guys made contact with the man inside.
We've attempted to bullhorn the person, and this standard protocol. We attempt to bullhorn, telephone. We use a variety of methods to try to get the person to comply and come out, and unfortunately, he's refused to come out at this point.
Any idea what he got a samurai sword?
I don't.
No other weapons, though, just the sword?
Not to my knowledge, no other weapons were reported.
And he has threatened officers or he charged them, is that what you said?
No, what I said is he walked toward the officers with the knife, with the sword pointed.
Was that inside the house? Was it outside?
That was inside the house, yes.
Let's see. And I had heard something. Has this man threatened to burn his house?
That I have not confirmed. So I don't know whether he's actually made threats or anything like that. No.
Okay.
I don't know.
But SWAT is here on scene.
Yes.
How long has the negotiations been going on?
I'd have to look at the time.
And
we've been out here for since 1:15.
Just so I have the sequencing right, then. So, was it after after this man pointed the apparent samurai sword at the officers when the response got heavier? Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes. Which basically kind of deemed it as a barricade situation. The officers were inside the house trying to evacuate the residents from the house. They successfully got the mother, father, and daughter outside the house. And at that point, the suspect, the son, came walking toward the officers, or advancing toward the officers with the knife pointing in their direction. The officers wisely retreated from the house.